is going on, everybody? How is everybody doing today? We are going to be starting like really the first official play-in tournament in the NBA. Last year's one was a little bit different in the bubble. There was a lot more Western Conference teams and Eastern Conference teams, and really there was just one Western Conference play-in tournament, and that was between mainly the Blazers and the Grizzlies. Some teams fell out, like the Pelicans and the Suns, and I'm sure there was another team involved. Maybe it was the Spurs, maybe it wasn't. And then the East, it was like the Wizards, but then the Wizards were just really bad in the bubble. I believe it was the Wizards, or maybe it was the Hornets. No, I think it was the Wizards. Yeah, either way, the bubble last year was a lot different than it is this year. This year, we're going to have 8 teams competing in the bubble, 4 in each conference. Basically, if you don't know how the bubble works, the 7th and 8th seeds will play each other, so that means we will have the Lakers versus the Warriors and the Celtics versus the Wizards. The winner of those games are going to be the 7th seed. So you win, you're the 7th seed. But since they are the top 2 seeds, if you lose, you're going to play the winner of the 9-10. So say the Celtics win, the Pacers lose, the Wizards lose, they will be playing the winner of the HornetsPacers. So if the Hornets win, then the Pacers are completely out of the playoffs. They are the 10th seed. And then we have the Wizards versus Hornets. If the Wizards win, they get the 8th seed, and then the Hornets are the 9th seed, like that. So that is pretty much how this play-in tournament is going to work. And today, I'm going to be giving you my play-in tournament prediction. Now, I'm probably going to not be 100% correct on these. They might be the most basic predictions out there, but I just wanted to make a prediction video for you guys. Drop a thumbs up if you guys are enjoying the videos. And let me know, who do you think will be the 7th and 8th seeds in each conference? Because this is going to be a fun 4 days of basketball. We are going to be getting some high intensity play, and some people hate on the play-in tournament. I like it. I think it is a little unfair to have like the 7th seed in there, especially if they're like a couple games over kind of the 8th seed at this moment. Like if I just pull up the NBA standings, like if a team is like a fair share of games over like the Lakers, right? So in the Western Conference, it's really just 3 games over the Warriors, but say they were like 5, I'd be like, okay, that's kind of unfair for them to be there. And then like the Spurs, they're 9 games back in the Lakers, but they haven't, not like an equal chance. Obviously, the Lakers need to win once, Spurs need to win twice, but it's weird to lump them in, you know? And then for the Eastern Conference, you got the Celtics, who are about 3 games better than the Hornets. It's a little bit better there in the Eastern Conference at this moment. So yeah, we will start off with the 7-8 seeds. So for the Warriors and Lakers, I do have the injuries up here. I know for like the Pacers, LeVert has just been ruled out. For the Lakers, LeBron James will be day-to-day. You know he's going to play. And for the Golden State Warriors, I do want to see who is currently hurt. It looks like they have no injuries, or is it going by? Yeah, so, or no, they do. They have Kelly Oubre, who will be out. They have Damian Lee, who will be out. Most likely, Wiseman's obviously out. And Clay actually was like day-to-day. It was weird the other day that it was listed as that. But I think the Lakers win this game, and they clinch the 17th, even though how good Curry's been playing and the amazing season he has, and he's going to finish top 5 in MVP voting. I just think without Wiseman, AD should dominate this game. He really should. And then LeBron, I just don't see him losing this game. He's going to play. He's probably going to play really well. And when his back's against the wall, he plays well. He has for the last decade, and he's pretty much for his whole career. And I think the Lakers will beat the Warriors. So right now, the Lakers will be the 7th seed. Now, over in the Eastern Conference, I mean, it's weird because I kind of like the Celtics here. They will be with, it looks like Robert Williams. Jaylen Brown will be out for the year. But the Wizards have been playing so good as of late. Like, Avdia's out. I mean, just what, like, obviously Thomas Bryant's out, but we look at what Russell Westbrook has been doing these last, the last month of the season. He has been playing better than almost any other player in the NBA over the last, couple weeks. So if we look at his just game log, let's say from, I don't even know when to look at. We will look at the second half of the year. I don't even know if this is mainly the second half of the year, but we'll look at, this game right here. So for the last 41 games, so a little more than half the year, he's averaging 24 points, 13 assists, and 12.5 rebounds, and not being super inefficient, maybe from the line. I mean, he's not an above average of player efficiency. We've known that for a while, but he has just been so good as of late. Like his last, I just kind of want to look. Nope, no, I don't want to do that. I want to look just basically his last 12 games. He's averaging 15 assists, 14 rebounds, and 24 points. Like, he's been absurd, and I kind of want to take the Wizards. All right, you know what? I'm going to take the Wizards. I'm going to say they've been playing so well as of late. I'm going to give them the 7th seed. Jason Tatum's the best player in this series, but the second and third are probably, you got Tatum, and then it's Beal, then it's Westbrook, then it's probably Kemba, and then the 5th best player, is it Evan Fournier? Is it Davis Bertans? It's really up in the air. I'm going to give it to the Wizards just because they've been playing a lot better as of late. And I need to, yeah, I'm gonna go with the Wizards. And I just think they've been playing so well. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Wizards there. So now we have the we'll go to the Grizzlies versus Spurs. This one's fairly easy for me. I think that the Grizzlies will win, and they'll be playing the Warriors for the 9th seed. The Spurs have not been as good as of late. I just want to just take a look at some of these injuries, because injuries are popping up left and right now. So the Spurs are gonna be without Lyles, like we kind of knew. Derek White, yeah, we kind of knew that as well. And then let me just go to the Grizzlies really quickly. Yeah, alright. So basically what we've been knowing. I just want to see. I think it's going to be the Grizzlies, man. Jaren Jackson Jr. has been playing pretty solid since he's came back from his injury after missing kind of the start of the season. Like you can see, he's like I guess actually that's a lie. He was playing a lot better, I guess, when he came back than he has as of late. Like he had that 23-point game. No, never mind. I was completely wrong on that. So yeah, it's tough because he has not been what he is, and I'm sure he's been on a minutes restriction as well. Yeah, he hasn't played over 30 minutes yet. But John Morant has had a weird season. He's been like similar to last year. You could say he's been better than last year, but he's been a lot less efficient, which you could say he hasn't been as good as last year. If you look at his last couple games, 11 games, hasn't been that good. He hasn't been that good. And does the veteran leadership of DeMar DeRozan get the Spurs over this game? I don't know, because you got DeRozan, you got Murray here, who might be probably the second. Like if you're gonna say DeRozan's probably the best player in this series right now, I would say he is. Jaws 2, and then you probably go DeJounte Murray 3. But Valanciunas has also been pretty solid as of late, and he's had actually a really underrated season. I'm still going to give the edge to the Grizzlies just because but it's close. So I'm going to say the Spurs are going to end up as a 10 seed. But then if we're going to, so then we got Hornets and Pacers. I mean, because Karis LeVert is now ruled out for this game. And the Pacers are already, like, they've been just killed with injuries. Miles Turner's most likely out. Brogdon's a game time decision. Oh, man. Maybe I like the Hornets here. They are just battered and bruised with injuries. If we look at the Charlotte Hornets, where are they at? Okay, so they're right here. They were going to be without Gordon Hayward, their best player. Oh, man. So this one is really tough. I think I'm going to give it to the Pacers, especially because, like, Sabonis is probably the best player in this series. But you got Devontae Graham, who's been a little bit better as of late. Obviously, you have LaMelo Ball. I'm going to give it to the Pacers. But they're without Warren as well. They're without Lamb. Jeez, Sabonis better play. I don't know. The Pacers are just destroyed with injuries. I mean, if we look at the Pacers, like, last certain games, who has been, like, their best player with all these injuries? I don't even know. If we look at their schedule, so their last game was, let's see here. They lost to the Wizards in overtime on May 8th. Like, who played well in this game? For the Pacers, jeez, like, you're asking a lot. Because, yeah, you're taking out LeVert here. No, I'm giving it to the Wizards. I'm going to give it to the Hornets. Yeah, I'm going to give it to the Hornets, and they're going to win this game. And the Pacers are going to end up as the 10th seed. So, yeah, let's slide the Pacers into that. All right, so at this current moment, we have both 7 seeds, and we have our both 10 seeds. So, yeah, we're down between the Warriors versus the Grizzlies and the Celtics versus the Hornets. I like the Warriors here beating the Grizzlies. I think it's going to be a really good game. I mean, they played at the end of the year, and it was an incredible game. They're going to need a lot out of Curry, and I think with health, like roster-wise, with you take into account health, the Grizzlies probably have a better roster, but I think the Warriors, like Curry, will prevail. They'll be the 8th seed, and we'll get Curry as the end. Warriors as an 8th seed, which I did predict them to be the 8th seed going into the year, but I'm not going to toot my own horn because I had the Suns as the 9th seed. So, yeah, I'm going to end up having this as my seeding for the Western Conference. Lakers 7, Warriors 8, Grizzlies 9, and Spurs 10. And then for the Eastern Conference, I'm going to have the Celtics. I just don't see Tatum, Brad Stevens, Kemba Walker losing. So that is pretty much going to be my Eastern Conference. 17 Wizards. They'll be taking on the Nets. Celtics will be taking on the Sixers, and these two teams will be out. And we'll get Lakers versus Suns in round 1. Oh, I'm sure Suns fans are going to be pissed. They finally make the playoffs as a 2 seed, and they get maybe the worst team to face in round 1. Actually, I don't even think as any seed you'd rather face this team in round 1. Even if, yeah, no matter what, if you were the 1 through 8 seed, you would not want to face the Lakers out of any team in the Western Conference in round 1, which is a shame, which really is. Maybe you'd say the Clippers, or maybe say the Jazz or the Suns. But yeah, that is great for me. Let me know what you guys have down below. Who is your 7th and 8th seeds in each conference? And is it similar to mine, or is it completely different? Do you maybe think the Celtics are going to beat the Wizards in round 1, and then maybe, who knows, the Hornets upset the Wizards in round 2? Or do you think that the Warriors could beat the Lakers in round 1? Lakers will be the 8th seed. Or do you think the Grizzlies or Spurs could beat the Warriors to get the 8th seed? I don't know. Let me know down below. Thank you all for watching. I love you guys. I'm excited for the player tournament. I hope you guys are, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.